Alright, so today I want to speak about how money changes you. So money changes you through three different ways, which I've seen from my personal experiences. So the first thing that I want to say is that money ages you. So what I mean by that is that it will make you come to a different point in your life because of all this money. Now you're going to learn that you have a lot more responsibilities. You're going to learn that people look at you differently, and I'm going to delve into these points. But the main core idea is that money will change you, whether that be in a good way or whether that be in a bad way. That's all up to you. But I want to give some examples of how money will change you. So the first example that I want to give you is that money will give you more responsibilities. Whether you get this at a young age or an old age, me, I'm a bit young, so preferably I would love some money now. But money in and of itself is a trial, and people want to be rich, but they don't know how to handle it when they become rich. A prime example is when people gamble, and they win big. What do? They blow it all on more gambling, and the luxuries of this world, and they don't ever invest in their future, and they become bankrupt again. And this is the trick of the lottery. This is what the system was created and planned for you to do. And gambling is haram anyway. Betting is not allowed in Islam. So that's not something that any Muslim should even look into. But once you do have money, you're gonna face some new problems. So the first problem is that these new responsibilities, how are you going to deal with them? Because there's going to be a bunch of new tests which you never thought about. I am going to give an example of when I bought my new car, and this kind of links to my next point. But money makes people look at you differently, and it's something that I completely never even thought of before, because I never got a car to flex or to show off. I always try to keep my intentions sincere, and may Allah accept it from me. But because it's just a luxury item, a car is a luxury item for me personally. It's not a need, it's just a want. And if it goes and it gets taken away by Allah, Allah is Malik, Allah is Malik, is the owner. He can take anything away from you in a heartbeat. And he's Khalik, he's Khalaq, he created you from nothing. So he can take that all away from you. But what I'm trying to say is, when I got that BMW, it made people look at me differently. And it's not from an envy or jealousy perspective. It's more like okay, wow, I give you some respect for achieving that. And well done for gaining that materialistic item. And for me, of course, I said it's a luxury item, it's just for fun. But the fact that money, it will change the way people perceive you. When you have a nice house, or when you have a nice car, and it might not be you showing off, and your intention might be pure, but it will attract attention. Especially in the place that I live. I live in a partly deprived area where a lot of people are on benefits and free school meals. um a nice car will attract attention, and a nice house will attract attention. And this is just something that you have to live with, because as a Muslim, you know that everything that you have is all down to Allah. And that's one way that I actually deal with that issue of having nice things, because I used to believe that I should never get any nice things, and I should always live a simple life. But growing up, I've realized that I have money. Yes, I spend it in good ways, such as charity, but there is no harm as long as your intention is correct on spending it on materialistic items to make yourself feel a bit better, maybe some clothes or something like that, because at the end of the day, it is disposable income. And yes, it would be completely better if I spent all of my money on charity, but unfortunately humans are materialistic, and this is the way that we were created. And it's always a fight against your nafs, against your desires. So that is the main point, that money will give you more responsibilities, and money makes people look at you differently. I want to give another example. Another example is, if you look at streamers at a young age, what do they do with their money? They blow all of their money. This is why I'm trying to tell you that money is a test. These streamers are earning millions and millions of pounds at a young age, but what do they do with it? It doesn't seem like their knowledge has increased. It just seems like they're just chasing money, and that's the trap that money causes. Money will age you, it will change you, it will test you, and it's about how do you rise up to that test, especially as a Muslim, because there's no harm in spending money for a good cause or for yourself as long as your intentions are pure. And that's something that I want to reiterate to you, that it's okay to have luxury items, it's okay to have nice things, as long as of course you fulfill your obligations, and you remember that Allah is in control of everything. Then it's very unlikely to take it away, because for me personally I get very paranoid about having nice things. In the past I used to, but now I think I've increased my reliance upon Allah, and if Allah takes it away, then He takes it away. So yeah, that is my pitch to you of why you should buy a BMW.